Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra October 1st, 2024. Mars forms a helpful aspect with Saturn, which motivates you to pay more attention to practical activities. This is an excellent time to work on career or money-making projects or take steps towards a practical goal. You recognize the importance of strategy and patience. It's a time for honoring what's tried and true. You can feel very comfortable with your responsibilities and energy levels even or smooth out. Being productive can satisfy a need today. Any work you do to advance your objectives is bound to be meaningful and purposeful now. The day is also strong for exchanging ideas, although there is some tendency to stick with what you know rather than branch out or entertain new topics. A big moment for your sex life is upon you today and tomorrow. This is because mighty Mars, the planet of passion and lust, is linking in a trine with our great taskmaster, Saturn. Your love life will definitely feel the energy, bringing you the opportunity for more devotion and loyalty. Your increased sex drive and magnetism will improve any relationship you are within, and if single, you could attract someone a bit older, wiser, or able to help you out financially. If you feel the chemistry, be open to it because it could improve your life tremendously. Revisit an old project. Consider reopening an old idea or passion project, as the Sun in Libra and Mercury in Libra conjunct the South Node in Libra. It might have been a while since you last worked on this endeavor. You may not even want to look at it, especially if you have been creatively burnt out. However, you may find that you do have a fresh outlook if you were to reopen this venture. Dabble with it. See what you can edit, adjust, or throw out. You might be pleasantly surprised with the progress you could make. You are apt to see the bigger picture more clearly than the little one this week. You will enjoy socializing and making merry, if possible, but try not to skip over feelings while in the pursuit of accomplishment. Whatever your plans are, be rigorous in keeping your daily exercise, a balanced diet and abundant rest and relaxation at all times, even the busiest ones. When you feel that you are floating away on the ethers of excitement, breathe deeply and ground yourself. The vibrations today are really very beautiful. They are announcing a phase of stability and when you will be making your projects concrete. You have everything you need to see your professional and sentimental initiatives come to fruition. You will soon have some new responsibilities offered up to you as well. Think about it before taking them on because they may change your life and involve some commitments in the future. In terms of your friendships, you are coming into a phase of conviviality and sharing. As signs of potential growth in income, work, and career emerge for November, the Sun and Mercury are working to ensure that life remains balanced between work and play during their first weekend in a playful and creative part of your chart. Currently, it is relatively easy to maintain this balance due to equal planetary influence on both aspects of life. While this equilibrium may not always be effortless, establishing the habit now will make it easier to sustain in the future. The Sun and Mercury are not only spending their first weekend in your romantic sector but are moving towards an alignment in the lead-up to next week's eclipsing new moon. When Venus, the planet of love, left your romantic sector earlier in the week, her job of giving you a better NSE of what you want from love was done, while the Sun and Mercury's focus on turning those desires into reality has just begun. Our eyes in the sky. The beauty of today's astrological alignment lies in the opportunity for transformation and growth. With the Sun and Mercury opposing the North Node in Aries, you are being called to step into your power and leave behind patterns that no longer serve you. It's as if the universe is presenting you with a crossroads. One path leads to the comfort of the familiar, while the other invites you to take bold steps toward personal evolution and progress. Have you ever had that moment and you realized that staying within your comfort zone was actually holding you back? Maybe it was a job you stayed in for too long, a relationship you clung to out of fear of the unknown, or even a habit that was easier to maintain than to break. We've all been there, stuck between what we know and what we dream of achieving. Today offers the perfect moment to break free. It might feel a little scary at first, but sometimes growth comes from stepping into the unknown with courage and trust. You are ready for this. Ask yourself, what's one small step you can take today toward a healthier, more empowered version of yourself? There's something so special about knowing you're part of a Team ORA community where your contributions are valued. If you've been craving that sense of unity, today is the day to nurture it. Send that message, make that call, or reach out to someone you've been meaning to connect with. Have you ever noticed how even the smallest efforts toward connection can lead to deeper bonds? When we come together with the right intentions, we can achieve so much more than we could on our own. That said, while it's wonderful to embrace social interactions and team spirit, don't forget to carve out time for yourself. Have you ever spent a day surrounded by people, only to feel drained by the end, even if the experience was positive? Socializing is beautiful and necessary, but so is solitude. Taking moments to recharge ensures that when you're with others, you're fully present, energized, and able to give your best self. So if you're feeling the need to step back for a bit, honor that feeling. Give yourself permission to recharge, knowing you'll return even stronger and more centered. On a practical note, today's momentum is incredibly favorable for those of you who've been working toward personal or professional goals. Have you ever felt that satisfying rush? When all your hard work starts to pay off, and everything you touched seems to fall into place? That's the energy surrounding you right now. Whether you've been grinding on a project, building toward a career milestone, or managing financial matters, expect to see tangible progress. Keep riding this wave of success, and remember to acknowledge how far you've come. You've put in the work, and you deserve to enjoy the rewards. So if things are finally coming together, celebrate Theta Euro, you've earned it. Now, let's talk about relationships, because just as you're finding balance in your work and social life, the same theme applies to your personal connections. Have you been feeling like your relationships are either too intense or too shallow? Life has a funny way of swinging between extremes, but today is a great opportunity to find that sweet spot where relationships feel both meaningful and lighthearted. Whether it's a romantic partnership, a friendship, or even family dynamics, ask yourself, how can I bring more balance into my relationships? Maybe you've been taking things a bit too seriously lately and could benefit from letting loose and having fun, or perhaps it's time to deepen a connection that's been more surface level. Either way, today's energy supports you in making those adjustments. And lastly, if you've been feeling bogged down by the daily grind, know that you're not alone. We all have days when the routine tasks start to feel like they're piling up, and it seems like nothing is moving forward. Maybe you've been feeling stuck or uninspired, and that's perfectly okay. But isolating yourself or getting frustrated won't make things easier. Have you ever tried to tackle everything on your own, only to feel even more weighed down by the pressure? Today's energy is a reminder that you don't have to go it alone. Whether it's reaching out to family, friends, or colleagues, asking for help or simply talking things through can make all the difference. Sometimes, just knowing someone else is there to support you lightens the load.